My name's Preston Cooper. I'm from Black Forest, Colorado. Black Forest is a pretty interesting place. I loved living in the forest. Then we had the 2013 Black Forest fire come through, and now we have spectacular views of the Front Range, but no trees left. Where we're going to be moving to and retirement is Breckenridge, and Breckenridge just beautiful year-round. They always say people come for the winters and stay for the summers, and it's really true. It's just fantastic year-round. Steel boxes are great. They have their use. It's not what I wanted to put on an agricultural piece of land. I wanted something that had both the look and the functionality of an agricultural building. And to me, that meant a raised center aisle style barn, also called a Western frame or a monitor style, depending on who you're talking to. That gives me the capability of pulling equipment into the center bay that's maybe taller than you might support with a normal garage door. In this case, we have 12-foot by 16-foot garage doors, which are enormous, but they just barely fit some of the equipment that we're going to want to pull through here from time to time to work on. So that was part of it. I also wanted something that looked in place. It doesn't exactly look like an old building, but it doesn't catch your eye as an eyesore when you're driving by. We've had any number of people stop by during the build process and say, well, this is fabulous. Either I watched it go up or I'm seeing it go up now. What's involved? Who makes it? How much did it cost? In this channel between two ridges, a lot of wildlife comes through and a lot of wind comes through. So it's designed for 110 mile an hour winds. I haven't been inside of it in anything more than 67 miles an hour on Tuesday of last week. But it didn't budge an inch. There was no creaking. There were no, you hear that in every building, some shifting, and there was nothing. It did not budge. It was great. Whatever I need to do, I should have the room to do it. The clear span was very important because in my Colorado Springs barn or Black Forest barn, I have two posts right smack in the center of the building, and so maneuvering trailers around that is always a bit of a pain. This, I'll be able to move things at will, not have any worries about bumping into anything other than the walls, and they're pretty far apart. So having a gravel floor, even the construction guys like that, because if they drop something, it doesn't do any damage to it. You don't ding up the concrete, and concrete really wouldn't be the best surface for an agricultural building. So I like the flexibility this is going to afford me. Where we are, we're about a mile from the nearest source of power. Last summer, as I was doing my research, I talked to an electrician who gave me an estimate, said it would cost at least $250,000 to get grid power to the property. Knowing kind of where solar has gone, I have solar on the place in Breckenridge. I knew that you could go off-grid for a hell of a lot less than $250,000. That buys an awful lot of solar. Have sufficient power to run lights, bandsaw, all those other loads. And then since I'm not living here, it could take several days to charge back up in the middle of winter. And what do I care? Fabulous for my use case. It'll be enough room and enough light to do whatever it is I need to do over the next 40 years. So being an engineer, this is all about longevity and trying to get a product on the ground that was going to survive for at least 100 years and be minimal maintenance. I decided to put insulation in because I wanted a thermal break between the interior and the exterior, because here in Fairplay, we get to 30 below zero every single winter, and we have 110 mile an hour winds. Great Western had this new snow rail, and did I want to give it a try? So gave me a quote, looked good. We put a strip of it at the bottom of the upper roof line to keep it from dropping fast onto the lower roof line, and then a foot above the gutters. So I don't think we'll ever see any snow up there, but just in case, I'm covered. I got secure gutters that are protected by the snow rails. I bought this, built it, and I'm protecting it with, like the Rust-Oleum paint, with the idea that it's here for 100 years. My kids will have it for their use and their kids' use before anybody has to worry about it. See ya.